and welcome to another Cook With Me. It's been a little while since I've done a Cook With Me. So today I am going to be doing sheet pan pork chops with potatoes, red peppers, and green beans. This is actually a Slender Kitchen recipe, and I will link the recipe down in the description box below. The only difference is I'm adding red peppers. On her recipe, she doesn't have red peppers, so I'm just adding red peppers to mine. So I actually put this kit together on Meal Prep Sunday. I put everything, I measure everything, weigh everything. So what I've done now is washed all my vegetables. I have my potatoes and I have all my vegetables that I'm using. I'm using green beans and some red and orange peppers. And I'm also adding some Brussels sprouts that I had left. I have some Brussels sprouts that I want to use up, so I'm adding those as well. So for me, the Brussels sprouts and the peppers are just one things that I'm adding to this. Her recipe is actually just the potatoes and green beans. So the first thing I'm going to do is just cut up my potatoes into small pieces. I have my oven preheating on 400 degrees. And we just want to get them fairly small. We don't really want these more than like an inch because otherwise they're going to take too long to cook. And I have here about a little over half a pound. This is going to be enough for 2 people, so my husband and I will share this. Okay, then I'm going to put them back in my bag, and I'm going to mix them with a half a tablespoon of olive oil, some salt, and pepper. And just mix them up. Okay. Then I just have a pan with foil, and we're going to just dump them on the tray. There's really no reason to spray your pan because there's olive oil already on the potatoes. If you choose not to use olive oil, you could definitely just spray the pan. So once the oven's preheated, I'm going to put these in the oven for about 20 minutes. Okay, I just put my potatoes in the oven, so now I'm just going to make sure I cut the ends off my beans. I actually prepped most of these, but some of them I guess I missed when I prepped these on Sunday. I missed the ends on some. So I have these beans really need to be used up. They're getting pretty bad looking. So I'm going to actually put these, and I have my Brussels sprouts that I'm going to just quarter. And I'm going to go ahead and put these on the tray now. I just put the potatoes in, but I like to cook these for a little bit longer. So her recipe actually says to cook the potatoes for 20 minutes and then take them out and add the green beans and the pork chops and then cook for another 20 minutes. But I'm actually going to add the Brussels sprouts and the green beans now. I'm going to cook the potatoes for about 5 minutes and then add those because I do like mine cooked pretty good. I like them really roasted. So you can play around with the times depending on how you like yours. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I've moved my potatoes over to one side and I've sprayed the foil with olive oil spray. So I'm going to put the green beans and the Brussels sprouts on one side. Like so, and I'm just going to add in the peppers right to the potatoes. And then just kind of stir those around. And I'm going to add a little bit of salt and pepper. And if you want, you can drizzle them with a little bit of olive oil too. Okay, back in the oven for about 15 minutes. Okay, the next thing that you want to do is get your topping together. I actually already pre-prepped this on Sunday when I did my meal prep. So this is enough for 2. On her recipe, she has it for 4. So I'm going to go through with you what is in this for 2. So in here I have 1 tablespoon of ketchup, half a tablespoon of brown sugar, half a tablespoon of soy sauce, half a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, half a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar, 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoon of chili powder, and 1/8 teaspoon of pepper. So that is what we're going to use to just brush on the pork chops. So I'm going to let those cook, and then in the meantime, I've got 2 6-ounce pork chops, and I'm just going to brush the topping on those. Okay, so we're just going to brush the sauce on the pork chops on both sides, and we want to save about 1/4 of the sauce for the end. I'm going to set those aside and then I'll add them to the tray. Okay, so I took the tray out and I'm going to spray it with a little bit of olive oil spray from my misto. And then I'm just going to put, I've kind of separated it, and I'm going to put the pork chops right in the middle. And then I'm going to put these in for 10 minutes. And then I'm just going to take them out to flip the pork. Okay, everyone, so I just took them out of the oven. They've been in there for about 10 minutes. And I did want to show you because now I'm going to flip them and I'm going to put the rest of the topping on there. And then I'm only going to put them back in the oven for about 5 minutes. It just depends on the thickness, but I don't think these are going to take that long. So depending on your thickness, they'll go back in the oven for 5 or 10 minutes. And then if you want, for the last couple minutes, you could actually put them under the broiler just to kind of caramelize the topping. That is completely optional. And the best thing about sheet pan meals is it is such easy cleanup, because what I've done is I've already washed all my dishes from everything I've used. So this is all I'll have after is just this pan and our plates and silverware. Okay, so I'm going to put it back in. I think for my thickness, I'm just going to do another 5 minutes. But like I said, if you have thicker pork chops, you may want to do longer than that. So I'm going to put them 5 minutes, and then I'm going to put them under the broiler for just like maybe a minute or 2. Okay, so it is done. That's what it looks like. And now I'm just going to portion it onto my 2 plates. So that's what it looks like. And the points on this are 9 points for blue and green, and 6 points for purple. So thanks for watching. I'll talk to y'all in my next video. I'm Christy, and I'm planning us healthy.